they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. All right, CD, let's have a little fun. Now that we're into October, I'm going to give you some AFC teams. You tell me quickly, contender or pretender. You ready?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, let's start in the East. Buffalo.
Contender for a wild card spot.
Okay, how about the Chargers?
Pretender.
AFC North, the Steelers.
Contender because the AFC North is a jumble.
Okay, and then lastly, let's go to the South, Jacksonville.
Pretender. Houston now in control.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let them get to the second level, because sometimes you'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. It's complete to Hopkins. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that really is.
And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab as they have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And a key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The offense for the NFC back out there. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to bury him for a loss of 11. On 2nd down now. Barkley, and he breaks through another tackle. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a gain of 7 on the carry, but they'll need to double that here. It's 3rd and 14. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
He was brought down by Xavier Howard of Miami. We mentioned the history of this game, the Pro Bowl. Of course, for many folks our age, the Pro Bowl always meant a trip to Hawaii. You know, they held it there from 80 till 09, and again for a handful of years in this decade before the last 3 being here in Orlando.
And there's something to be said, no doubt about it, for getting to go to Hawaii. Imagine being named a Pro Bowler, then going home and telling your family, we're headed to Hawaii.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd down and 12. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really... be demoralizing.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2 Pro Bowls in 2 years for this man. It's Alvin Kamara of the Saints. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. My goodness, it'll be a disastrous loss on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and forever. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up, because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here's Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown.